Okay, we're looking at circles, arc lengths, and sector areas. In number 1, they tell us BC is the arc of this circle, the radius is 12, and the length of arc BC is 8 pi. What is the measure of the angle? So the arc is a fraction of the total circumference, which we can find with 2 pi r. So we know that the total circumference is 24 pi. That 8 pi, the length that we're looking at here, that is some fraction of that total 24 pi. And the fraction that it is the fraction that the angle is of 360. So what we can do is set up a proportion, 8 pi for the arc over 24 pi for the total, equals x, the angle for the arc, over 360 total. And then we can cross multiply and solve. Pi over pi cancels. That's just 1. So then when we cross multiply and solve, we get that x equals 120 degrees. So always figure out what fraction of the total circumference we're dealing with, and that's the angle. So you can pause the video now and do number 3, which is similar. So you should get that 3 is C. Next, we'll go back and look at number 2. Similar type of problem, except now we're dealing with the shaded sector. So the area of that sector is 30 pi. The radius is 10. What's the measure of the angle? We're going to set up another proportion to figure out what fraction of the total 360 degrees we're dealing with. Except in this case, we want to compare the sector to the total area. And the area is pi r squared, which is given to you on the SAT. At the beginning of each section. For the ACT, you just have to know it. So we write out that fraction, the pi's cancel, and then we can cross multiply and solve and get that x is 108. So using that strategy, we'll see if we can do 4, which is similar. And pause the video because I'm going to say the answer in a minute.